Today we're doing something a little different, and maybe a little ridiculous. With the new happy ghasts added to Minecraft, I figure they deserve a proper home. So I'm building them a garage, because even giant balloons need somewhere to park. It makes sense. Welcome back to Just Create. Before we get started, consider subscribing and leaving a like. It helps a ton and keeps you up to date with all my new videos. Also, since the most up-to-date version of Minecraft the Create mod works on is 1.21.1, the happy ghasts are brought in via backward mod linked below. The location that makes the most sense in my head to build this happy ghast garage is at the end of my train line, in this plains biome, which I'm going to turn into my main base. And that brings us back to about a month and a half ago, where I actually started working in this area on stream. My eventual main storage and heart of my main base will be located on this hill and well inside of it, as I've already spent over 12 hours digging to clear out a cylindrical shape in the middle of it. Where today it looks something like this, with a bunch of chests on this side and even more resources on this side and shulker boxes. But this isn't actually where we're going to be working today, as the first building I want to get into my main area is actually going to be over here by this mountain. But it needs a bit of work, because what I've planned is something like this: a bunch of custom terrain and then the ghast garage sitting above that. Which means we have a lot of terraforming to do before we can get started building the garage itself. But before that, I need to let you know that there is sadly no in-game audio during this video. I messed up and didn't realize my audio settings had reset. Yay, so apologies for this. Back at the workshop, I want to make a few more tools, as I broke a couple digging out the main base hole. Chosen has a bunch of villagers set up so we can just trade down a bunch of flint into emeralds. Oh, that's actually very, very expensive. Yep, we're gonna need to trade a few more emeralds to get all of the efficiency 5 books I need. Aww. Made it up to the creeper farm here, as I've got a lot of combining to do, and hopefully we can do this in not too many levels. One eternity later. We've got 5 new tools here, because I messed up with the trades I had to get, but 4 new pickaxes and a shovel. And before we head over to the dig site, we can also repair the tools I currently have. Back at the build, we just got to start digging down here to get our beacon placed. Should definitely be good about this Y level, as we're already below the ocean, and I don't think we have to dig that far down. With the beacon powered up with our haze 2, we can start clearing away the first couple of blocks towards the top of the hill, clearing away dirt and stone while also building up some basic terrain with the materials I get from this. Starting to get a bit tired of swapping the tools back and forth, so switching tactic and clearing out the rest of the dirt I need to remove on this side of the hill. Getting into good progress here with the dirt out of the way for this front-facing part, but I'm getting a little tired of digging, so let's actually place some blocks down, because I have a fair bit of stone and a fair bit of dirt, and I have even more dirt over at the main base. Getting to work with that, starting to extend out a few plateaus from the hill, adding in a whole bunch of different levels of terrain so that we later can come back in and build up a couple of cliff faces to make this into one piece of custom terrain. Then back into tearing away mode, as we still have a bunch of stone to dig away to make space for the new terrain. And it's starting to look good. I kind of stopped adding in any stone because it just made a lot of cheese, because I want to actually texture it. So we should probably go get some blocks to do that. Now it's just arriving back at the workshop, but I did message Chosen, and I think he has a bit of coal ore laying around, and there's also a lot around the train station. Chosen! Hi.
Yes.
Yes, do you have coal ore?
Look at that! I surprisingly
Oh my god, you had it already!
I already had it on in my inventory and everything. It was crazy.
Wow. How much do you have actually? Stack. Nice. What do you want for it?
I got more too.
I need more. I need as much as I can get.
Oh, I got more. I don't need it.
I need it.
What would you be using coal ore
Oh,
for?
terraforming. It's a good texturing block.
What?
It's great for texturing. That's the perfect block between tough and stone.
If only we had enchantable drills. That wouldn't be a problem at all. You telling me there's not a mixing recipe?
I mean, honestly, I'm considering making one.
A pressing. It'd have to be a packing recipe.
Yeah.
Recipe,
do you want a few diamond for this?
Yeah, I'll take a diamond or something.
Here you go.
Oh my god, that's
Is that enough?
You got too many diamonds.
Yeah, we have 2. We can spend them, but thank you. I appreciate that. I just need
You're welcome.
a few more stacks now.
Yeah, let me check this area. Hold on. I have. There we go.
Oh my god, so much. Okay.
I do a lot of mining, surprisingly.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
I'll take them. Bye.
Yep, that's enough coal ore. Perfect. Put together a few more materials here in the storage, and we need 2 more things. First one of those is going to be be a bunch of acacia logs. So let's just start meeting a bunch of these before cutting them all down and repeating the process. Donk. Got that crafted into wood. Then just one final stop before heading back over to the main base area, where I need a bit of moss to craft up some mossy cobblestone bits. So let's just get that requested and craft it down into mossy cobblestone. With the resources brought back to the plains, I got to work extending up the cliff faces, connecting all of the different plateaus of grass, and even building in a few more here and there. For this large overhanging section of dirt, why don't we create an overhanging cliff face to match it and give us room to run a future rail line underneath. And finally, to finish up the terraforming for now, a larger peak to tie it all together a bit. And I'd like to call the front face of this, at least, well, most of the terrain done, and I actually really like it. What I'm envisioning eventually is a pathway leading up here through the middle, up to between these two rocks / boulders up here, into an entrance for... Oh, it's very zoomed in. Oh, I have the wrong zoom mod. But that door and entrance there is a future project, not anything to do with the happy ghast. Because I think what I eventually want to do through the rest of this hill is transform it into a garage for all my different create vehicles. Like drills, netherite drills, and really whatever else I can come up with. Probably even a space to store train machines, like things to make tunnels and decorate tracks with. But that is a future project for sure. We do, however, still have a few resources just laying around here, and we actually don't have too much grass, so we might also have to use some dirt. But if we just pick these boxes up and we fly around to the back, I do want to do a little bit more terraforming here on the back, as it's looking a little rough. So let's just get these boxes placed up here, and we'll come back to this later. As for now, it's happy ghast time. Whereas the sun sets, we're flying back into spawn. As well, I don't actually want to start with the ghastings just yet. We gotta do some material gathering. Starting that off by spending a lot of time inside of the stone cutter, gathering up all of the different stone bits and bobs that we'll need for this happy ghast garage.
Like, shoop, like, sheep.
3 healthy boxes filled of stone blocks and a bit of metal. Now to just craft up a bunch of things. Pretty much got everything ready now for this entire build, but there's one more thing we need, and well, that's resin. A thing we had with the vanilla backport mod, along with the happy ghast actually, but I don't have any creaking parts because I didn't find any, so we gotta head off to the Palewood biome. I hope there's some there, otherwise that might be a small little tiny problem. And it's nighttime right now. Just use Beardy's portal to get over towards the Pale biome, so if I can get there before daylight, we should see if there is a creaking, but if I'm not mistaken, there was one last time. I'm really hoping there is this time. Otherwise, I need to find a new Pale biome. 1,000 years later. This is so much longer flight than I thought, but here we are. And oh yeah, though the chance of having a creaking spawn. Oh no, I've already checked all of these even. Right. So we need more. 1 eternity later. Oh, didn't expect to find a woodland mansion. Interesting. I don't think there's a pale garden here though. Oh, there is. And it's tiny once again, and now it's daytime. I should still be able to find them though, if there are any. They should just spawn up in the trees. Ooh, is it? Ooh, okay. We have one, and that's really all we need. Because with one, we can make more. I will, however, check the rest of the trees, because the more that we have, the faster we can make more of them. Don't think there's any more, because I think that's the last tree in here. Yep. Okay, well, we have one. Now, let's find that, like, 10,000 blocks back to spawn. Back at spawn now, and I want to see if I can set up a rudimentary sort of farm for this. Not really sure, but what I think we can try doing is just make a little bit of a funnel here, where we are going to want the creaking to end up in. What if we just do that, and then bring that in, and I feel like the creaking should just end up right in there now if I guide them in there correctly, right? Oh, it's turning nighttime now, actually. So if we just break this wall here, get one of these in, activate that, and make yourselves a little crafting table to make more of them. And then I need myself a little roof, because I obviously don't want any new ones spawning and getting into where I'm standing. Oh, there's one. Okay, they're kind of scary. Can you come over this way for me? Oh, maybe I shouldn't have just made this too wide. Oh, he's in. Okay. And if I'm not mistaken now, if I just Ooh. Then crafting this into a block of resin, I think we can combine that and make a second creaking heart, which should spawn a second creaking right over there. Okay, good. I guess I should just be able to use this now and, well, create more and more resin. We can obviously get more and more creaking hearts as well. Of course, at some point, we do want to start turning the resin into the resin we need to use for the build. But for now, I don't see why we couldn't do it like this. I forgot to tell the people joining to not sleep. Right, got all the blocks of resin we got and a bunch of extra resin clumps. Amazing. I think that should be enough. I don't want to use too much of this, but this definitely works. Got some of these clumps here smelted into resin brick, and then we can turn that into the brick blocks, and then that into the walls, and that about finishes off our material gathering. With materials moved over, let's grab some industrial iron and weathered iron. Also gonna need a bunch of deep slate bricks and polished deep slates. Then let's start extending up the support that's gonna be holding up the gas garage. Got a second set of pillars here extended up, and let's just connect these two by running some deep slate between them. Also start getting this on the outside where I want to create that round shape I want here towards the front. Got the rest of this platform extended in here with these going along the entire edge. Actually missed a couple of blocks there, so we gotta swap these out for some polished deep slate instead. But I did realize I should have put in some details on the bottom side of this, as if we just fall down where my storage used to be. It's very bare, and I probably will stay pretty bare, but I do want to get in a few girders. And well, I made a little realization. We should go get a happy gas to do this. We're only building a garage for them. Might as well use them. I've actually never used them in actual buildings, so this will be fun to test out. And hopefully they aren't completely useless, because then this entire project be a bit of a way. Well, yeah, well, one way to find out, I guess. So I'm just gonna fly off in a random direction, as the backport mod was definitely added a little later, and so I need to find a couple of new chunks with Soul Sand Valley. Definitely new chunks now. We just need to find out Soul Sand Valley and not Salt Deltas. Oh, that looks to be one. And oh, that's a dried ghast. Instantly. Oh, they're not even that rare. I thought these be a little rare. I guess, well, so we picked them up, and well, the crafting recipe is actually very cheap. I thought it'd be a bit fun to explore to find them actually. And ooh, right. Don't think I'm even gonna try with that one. Now I want to see if I can get a few of these, as well, I definitely want more than one, and hopefully none of them dies during the entire process of me making them. Do you make dried ghast? Do you save them? I'm not actually quite sure. Also, I'm not finding any more. Did we get really lucky in the first two and I thought they were very common? We might have. Oh, here's another one. A third, fourth, a real ghast, and a fifth happy ghast. Oh, another one. Up to 8 now, and I definitely think that's enough. And my elytra is actually looking really low on durability, so I'm gonna try to fly back as fast as possible and get that repaired. Got the elytra repaired up, and I just want to make a quick stop by the workshop before we head off to the plains again, as we need a piece of wool. Let's grab cyan, because that's what we have. What do you need more? Harness, 3 leather and 2 glass. Wow, that's really cheap. Then do I have any snow? No. So before we head off, we also need to grab some of that, as that should help us grow the ghastlings into happy ghasts. I'm not really playing around with this, so I'm kind of learning as we go, but I think they eat snowballs. They're funny little creatures. Don't exactly know how long this is going to take, but I imagine it's going to take it a minute. Do I I put it in water, right? Wonder, maybe I use a few trapdoors. And we put that like that. That should go up, and oh, okay, it's very much particling. I think that's a good thing, and I'm just gonna leave it to its thing, and hopefully we can use that soon. So while we wait for that, let's actually continue on this platform. We're gonna need some tough regular stone bricks and polish stuff. And where is the resin walls? There they are. Because first thing I want to do is starting to extend in a line of the resin box, and this is pretty much where, well, the only area I'm going to be using these in. Just gonna follow these deep slate bricks using the walls just to round them off just that little bit extra. With a line of resin in, let's get the actual floor of the build in above this, where I've actually purposefully left a bigger hole and, well, a few smaller ones. Is up here, I quickly just want to fill in with some oxidized copper. As well, I've figured making a little helipad here in the front could be really fun, but of course we could have put a G because ghasts. And I did slightly mention this, but I do want to have some functioning doors on this build. So I'm going to be running a couple of shafts throughout the bottom of this just to make sure that we can power this all. And so we'll get a couple of sequence gear shifts in right here, as we do have to control these a little differently as they are going to be different things. So for this one here, we're going to do turn, move, piston, pulley, gantry. Wait, new redstone signal, and then move that back. And we're actually going to just double up the speed on this. It's a little slower. Then on either side here, we're going to move this up to 135. Wait, new redstone signal, and then turn by angle in the reversed way. Same thing on this side. Connect those two up right there, and then we gotta get some redstone links in on this, where I've got a couple of dyes on me, where I think we can use the dried ghast on the top block, and then we'll just get cyan on these two and a light blue on this one back here. Of course, turning these into receive mode. Now this has to go into an encased chain drive that's gonna go up on either side over here. Actually, I don't want that wide of a door, more something like this, which we can then get some casings and gantry shafts coming out of, and these gantry shafts will eventually just carry on upwards to hold the gantries and the door itself. Then all we need to do is hook power up to this, and all of this should be working. Let's try and get a bit more of this build built up while we wait for the dried ghast to continue hydrating. Starting off our walls and adding in the first and main circular opening to the facade using a granite mixed trim. And oh wait, I was gonna build up a second one just now. Oh my god, look at him. Oh my god. Wait, I need leads for when it grows up. Do I have leads? I don't think I do. Please tell me I've gotten a wandering trader over here and don't have that back. Ooh. Back with some leads. Let's see. Let's get you. Come on over here, buddy. And then where are my snowballs? Okay, let's see. Do you want these? Yeah. Okay, you still throw them at them. Love me. I bet you want. Oh no, I threw another one at it. Can you come down here, please? Ooh, it's following me. Ooh, it got very big. Don't fly away. Okay, we get a fence to put you on so I can sleep. And then we can go for a ride. Okay, just do that. Do we have... Yep, here's the harness. Okay, so let's just put that on. And oh, I got the goggles even. And then... Well, actually, we need to do, I guess, that. And whoop. And we're flying. This is so slow. Wow. But really cool. And I can stand on this. Do building. Okay, we have to put this to use here soon. Continuing to work on the walls so that we have something to test the happy ghast on. Extending up the rest of the structure using our deep slate, tough pale moss and cobblestone, and even more round windows. This structure is looking really samey all around, so let's introduce a new palette with some pale wood for the few remaining walls. Now let's test this, guys. Let's remove the lead, and it just dipped on me. Come back here. I don't really know how you're supposed to wrangle these if you don't already have an elytra, but since I do, it shouldn't be too big of an issue. And how I really should have just used scaffolding for this. Ah, it's fine. But let's try. Let's see how this works then. We'll just start building in the windows. I mean, I do actually kind of like this. It's very easy. You don't have to deal with the scaffolding. It is sort of like having a, well, very big jetpack. Okay, it seems like if you connect a lead to it, and you can just kind of fly around pretty easily, at least, which could be a really good way of getting this guy around later. And well, we're gonna need a name for it, so comment their suggestions down below. And we also gotta name the cargo train. I think I found a good name for that one. But let's get this opening filled in, and this is actually going to be one of our doors to get our happy ghasts in and out. So I want to start extending in some copper around the trim.
Copper placing. Think, thunk, think, thunk, thunk, think, thunk, thunk, tink, 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 tink.
And that's the second door in, and yeah, I do actually kind of really like it. It's nice. I don't think I'll use it for every single thing, but from time to time, definitely worth it. Especially if I can move it around pretty easily with the elytra and flying around like that. Now that we have utilized the ghast for the interior, we can get the roof on, as I don't need to worry too much about flying the ghast around inside, and can still build up a brown roof using spruce planks, some dirt, and other wood variations. To start up some details, a couple of smokestacks on the back corner of the roof with some custom glass smoke billowing out the top for added effect. Where this build is definitely something very unique and, well, not my usual style, but I'm having pretty fun. I also added in this little cylinder here to hold a, wait for it, crane. I'm actually really excited about this, as in imagining a big crane sticking up on the top side of this to maybe like lift some goods from down here over to the helipad, which can then be brought into the main room, which we do need to sort the actual interior, not just the windows, but save food for the happy ghasts, which I guess will be snow. Yeah, we'll figure that out. We should probably get to work on the interior. But first, a trip back to spawn, as I need to call a lawyer. Hello?
Hello, good morning. Oh, buddy, it's late for you. What do you call it? Is it an emergency?
Yeah, it is. I need help again.
I mean, I got you out of that 100 days debacle. What's left? The restraining order should be through by now. Is he bothering you still?
No, all that's been good. It actually worked out great, and he's not bothered me since the last time. But let's not talk about that now. That's past trauma. I'm actually calling because I've done it again.
Damn. All right. Okay. We can do this. Is it the Americans or the Europeans this time?
Europeans this time.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay, good. I don't have a date yet, but I am going to court, which is why I need you. It's not just for giving me some guidelines and guidance on what I can do and not do.
All right. I'll invoice you my travel fee, but it shouldn't be a problem. I'm pretty open.
Okay, good. That sounds good, and I'll see you in a couple of weeks.
All right. Keep your head down. Don't let them get to you. Don't tell anybody anything.
Okay.
I don't want to hear a word out of anybody else's mouth.
Right. Thank you, Audrey. Bye. Well, that's great. Looks like we have a lawyer prepared up for the upcoming trial. And I did just spot it looks like the courthouse is done. Ooh, very fancy. I do really like this. Well, let's send Audrey over some information about the case. And, well, hopefully we can figure out a legal strategy so that I can get these IOUs back. Before we get back to the build though, we've got to build some trees. Now, when Mojang announced the Happy Ghast a few months ago, I was very surprised and didn't quite think it fit into the game. But the more I've played around with it in game, I think it's actually a great addition. This is also the part of the video where I ask you to subscribe and like the video. It helps a ton and is completely free to do. Along with the trees, decided to also tackle up the rest of the terraforming on this side of the hill. Bring in a couple of trees here and also a few on this side over down here. But I think it's time for us to shift our focus back to the garage itself. And especially the interior, because it needs a lot of work. Now, I'm envisioning these ghasts are obviously going to be floating around. So I want to try and make some catwalks that we can go up on to easily access them. Starting that off with some spruce stairs here in the corner, leading ourselves upwards.
Dunk, 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 dunk. Dunk, dunk, dunk.
Got some more details in and repeated on the other side with a little control center thing here in the middle. And I made a realization. We need lights in here because I'm currently lighting this up with some torches on the floor. There's a gate that I'm trying to walk through. And well, I think this is a perfect time to use the Happy Ghast. Only problem is we can't get them in right now. Well, we could maybe squeeze them through here just about, but I'd hit my head. So we got to get the doors working. And I mean, to be fair, this is also theoretically going to be a door. So like we can't really bring them in here, at least not anymore. Before we can hook up power though, we do need to hook up the mechanical bearings. So let's just scaffold ourselves up here. We can bring in one of these facing us and then just an industrial iron. Just flew out around here on the outside, and these gotta go to only place near initial angle. Then we can fly on over here and get our Happy Ghast buddy, as we've got to connect that mechanical bearing up to that encased chain drive down here. Just a few extra cogs that are going to be moving when we're opening and closing the doors. So that's looking good there on the side for a bit of a steampunky element. Now we just need some power for this. Okay, I think that's what I did, and hopefully we click well, this one. Those big doors should... Oh, they do. Okay, a little bit of clipping there, but they swing open. Oh, it's amazing. And do they close? They do. If we hit this button, all the loading gate door thing opens. Yes. Okay, so let's just open those again. Hatch that up, and we can get the ghast in here and build up our lights. Let's see. Probably gonna be a tight squeeze nonetheless, but we can get in and we can fly around on the inside. And as the doors close back up on front, lights are in. I added in some snow piles as some food for the ghast because I mean, they gotta eat something, and they for some reason eat snowballs. That's also why there's so many fans on the back here and on the outside to keep the building cool, of course. It's a giant cooler. Definitely with all the gaps and every... Listen, it's Minecraft. Anyways, the inside is looking really good, and I actually don't think I have that much more I want to add to it. I want to keep it pretty open so that we can have maybe, I mean, theoretically 4 gas, but I think I will stick to 3. Then maybe we'll have one out here on the front. But we do still have a lot of space here on the top, so let's build a crane that could transport larger items and food up to the garage. I went back to my island world and took inspiration from a crane I built on there, but modernized it a bit and made it larger. And there's one more thing that I want to do to this crane, and actually I gotta pick up that lead. I wish they just went straight into inventory. That would be a really nice quality of life, especially with the happy ghasts. But the crane is looking amazing. We just need something that it's actually hauling up. So adding in a grindstone up here, and then, well, I'm gonna have to place the first one being off because I need crouch. We can just run some deep slate down. It's actually a little hard to build when you're on it because when you move, it also moves. This feels about good height, so let's swap out to some metal girders.
Think thunk. Think thunk. Tink, tink, thunk.
Got a little platform extended in with some snow, and the gas returned back in, and well, the actual gas garage. I think it's done. Ooh. Ah, no driplish. More leads though.
Why did you hit me, good sir?
Ouch. Ooh. Oh. And I've got gaslings running around. Let's just grab those, lead them up to there for a while. Is this guy? Yeah, he should be coming around pretty soon. What I want to do is just clear away a few blocks underneath the platform the crane is lifting up, so that I can come back in and add an area where it gets loaded from. Eventually, this will connect into the path leading down towards the future train tracks, but for now, I just want to show where the platform gets loaded. With that done, I'm back at spawn as I need a few pieces of leather, glass, and then what dyes do we have? We can get a red, green, and maybe a pink one. As of course, the new happy ghasts are also going to need a few harnesses, and that's not how you crafted that? Oh wait, I see. It's a piece of wool. I thought it was just the dye. Just get that thrown in, and then craft them up. With the harnesses though, let's head back to the... Oh, but actually, before we do that, I did stock...
Oh, you're sounding very robotic. I don't want to be anywhere near
sorry, I just want to check. Ooh, we're nearly 2 stacks of diamonds. I wouldn't mind that. What are those two up to?
Yeah.
Why are we robots? Hello?
Hello?
Are we all robots?
Hello? We're all robots. The stuttering is immaculate.
Wait, sorry, I'm just checking for profits at my shots. What are you guys up to?
I'm listening to robots for some reason.
Robots?
Yeah, you're a robot as well.
Oh, I'm also a robot? I mean,
No,
you're
it's
not a
better.
robot.
No,
Are
it's
you
better.
still a
Stand
robot?
still.
Yeah.
Now you're all, both of you are good now.
Oh, we're good? Nice.
We were talking about the clown, and
The
there's a
clown?
telephone for some reason. Yeah, you haven't seen him?
No?
Look at the balloon.
Oh, no.
Look at it
Is
closely.
that what I... Oh, that's so creepy. Hi, buddy. Oh, I don't like clowns. Server? Oh. Hello?
Hello?
We're good?
I think so.
I'm so confused. Oh, there he is. He's back.
Hello.
Hi.
Oh, God. Hello, Chunks. I need all the Chunks to come back.
Anyways, now that I ran into you guys, do you want to... Oh, no. Uh-oh.
Hello?
Are we all... Are we here? Are we good?
Did we actually fix it by just going in the Nether?
Maybe.
You sound good now.
Anyways, do you guys want to join me on a little something?
Yeah, let's sure.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, come with me. Right, just
Hello.
right through this portal,
Time.
and we'll arrive at my main base.
Oh, main base.
Yeah, well, the main base itself is currently just a hole in the ground.
The main hole.
Lord
The main hole.
have mercy.
Yeah. Anyways, this isn't actually what I was going to show you. I made a little something over this way. Oh, wait. Well, I mean, it's actually a little flight, so like you might just want to fly this way. And you'll see it load in the distance.
Yo!
Oh,
I got some friends.
Yo!
why? Huh? Wait, what? Oh, is that with the new...
Yep, come to the back. There's 3 of them here. I just need to let this guy
Sorry.
grown up. They're so cute.
They're so cute.
Wait, can you grow up, please?
Oh, they make actual cat noises. Stop it. That's disgustingly adorable.
Oh, almost got
What are
hit
you
by a
feeding it?
snowball.
Snowballs?
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, snowballs. They take snowballs.
Oh, dude.
Do you wanna ride him?
Yes.
Yes.
This is brand new for me. So do I just right click on it?
Yeah, just right click on him, put him on. They
Okay.
even got little goggles that they fold down. Okay, and then I'll unleash them, and they kind of run away when you do. But we're on balloons.
This is the best thing ever.
They're so
Oh, I
funny.
need to go in F5 for this.
They are so slow
Oh
though.
my God. They're
This is the best
really slow.
ever. Who needs the builder's jetpack when you have
Who
this
needs to
thing?
build this jetpack, honestly? And then get off, and you can just stand on
Oh,
them.
you can,
Stop
oh,
it.
dude.
Wait,
And it
you
stays-
you
it
didn't know
stays
you could
still?
stand on them?
No.
Oh.
I I haven't played around with these.
No,
at
this
all.
is like a literal platform, like a moving platform. You can crouch up to the edge and everything. They're sick.
Oh, dude.
Listen, I have 2 kids, and this might be like the greatest day of my life.
Now that's a good review.
Oh, dude, this is fun.
And I've made him a little home.
I was just gonna say, is this like a happy gas factory? Because
Well, it's not a factory. It's more of a happy gas garage, is what I'm calling it.
Can we actually fly
Yeah,
inside?
you can fly in
Or
through
we
the
gotta
opening on the
suffocate?
side there. I'm just gonna. I think I hit a little. Actually, I
They
haven't.
are
hit it yet.
very, very slow.
Oh, they are so slow.
my gas is moon flying backwards.
No. Oh yeah.
Alright, way faster going for than this.
Oh no, we're robots again.
Hello?
Hello?
Uh oh. Oh no. Uh oh. Well, seems to be a few connection issues, but it was fun showing off the happy ghasts, and well, I honestly think this project is sort of done. It's just one of those small little things that I wanted to do, and well, I found it a great excuse to actually start working in my main base area, as well, this area will very much be visible from my main base, which is just over right by that village. And well, I do want to continue expanding this hill like I mentioned before, and adding in more things like garages for all of my contraptions and stuff, but that is definitely future projects. For now, thank you so very much for watching this video, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye bye.
We can do this. Is it the Americans or the Europeans this time?
Europeans this time.
Okay, that's fine. We can do it. Okay. They have less guns. Sorry, I won't say that.
They have less guns.